Y'all, why am I up on Saturday morning with Kamari dressed to go to school? When I say y'all, ever since having 4 kids, the overstimulation has been real. The frustration has been real. The anger has been real. I woke up with a headache, not even knowing the day of the damn week. It's damn Saturday, and I'm up rushing her to get ready for school. Nobody said nothing. Husband in the house, nobody said nothing. I'm all over the damn place, and people wondering why I'm done having kids. Yeah, I swear to God, I've reached my mental state of overstimulation. I can't handle no more, and I'm okay with saying that. I cannot handle no more kids. This don't make no damn sense. I woke up on a damn Saturday to get her ready for school. It is no school. Don't even know the day of the week. This is insane, man. This is insane. Like, it's been so much stuff going on with me, y'all. I don't know. This is postpartum depression still. I thought I was on my way out of that. I thought I was making my way out of that. But y'all, this don't make no sense. What? Ooh.
You gotta hate it for the sister, man. You gotta hate it for the sister. Being the fact that she has postpartum depression, her husband isn't even helping. I mean, you sat here and you saw this woman run outside the door with your child, right? Supposedly, because she does have 4 children, but she's running out the door. You see her rushing to get the children up, and you're not even paying attention that, babe, it's Saturday. What you doing? Why are you taking the kids out? I think most of your women will say, hey, well, yeah, he should definitely acknowledge that. He should definitely say something. But of course he didn't. And you have this sister here upset about that, right? And as y'all can see, she decided to record a whole video. That's number one. The fact that you sitting up here and you said, you know what, let me just sit outside and cry out in public at 6 o'clock in the morning with my child outside still, like, well, I mean, now, mama, I can still go back to bed. But that's the fun thing about a lot of your women today, right? Instead of just using common sense and staying off of the internet, we want to go ahead and jump on the internet and let's go ahead and have a story time. Story time. Let me tell y'all what's going on with my life today, right? I mean, like, and this is it just really shows how bad our generation of women are, right? Now, I get it. She's going through postpartum depression, and you're going to have a lot of people say, what's wrong with you, bro? Like, sis is going through postpartum. Right? Sis is going through postpartum. And I get that, and I understand that 1,000%. But I will definitely tell you, man, that it's just a theory for me that a lot of your women are using postpartum depression as a way to bash their man, right? The very man that they love, but also gain clout at the same time. Because when you look at a lot of these women who decide to jump on the internet and complain and cry about their very situation, right? This is common in every woman who has a child. You're going to go through postpartum depression, right? Being that it's common, this is something that you should be able to, I would say, understand how to work on, right? Be able to control to some degree. You can't control it affecting your emotions and feelings, but you can control your outbursts. You can control how you treat others, how you talk to others. And I get it. Sometimes it may come out, right, where you might seem disrespectful or you might seem a little antsy because it's your hormones. But you can definitely control that, how you talk to somebody else. Just because you have postpartum depression don't mean you can sit here and just disrespect somebody. The fact that you are willing to throw your husband up under the bus, just yoke him up under the bus. Maybe the dude was asleep. Maybe he didn't know. Maybe the dude was sleeping. He didn't know. But the fact that you will go outside and just go pick up a phone or go record it just goes to prove my point that a lot of your women are just, they really look at this, man, as a game. I really think a lot of these women look at this as a game. You have a whole nother sister who decide to say, hey, well, let me go ahead and express my feelings. Let me tell you guys my experience on postpartum depression.
Okay, I'm not the one to be crying on TikTok. I'm not. I used to do that a long time ago, but I figured I would talk about postpartum depression and like me being a first-time mom. First of all, my emotions are everywhere, my hormones are everywhere, like my body's still like trying to like regulate itself, and I've never felt like this before, obviously, being that I'm a first-time mom. Some days I'm super happy, some days I'm like super fucking sad and don't want to do anything. Does it suck? Of course it does. Sometimes I tend to get in my head a lot and I question myself a lot, like, oh, am I being a good enough mother? Like, does she feel the way I feel? Like, then I start thinking about like a whole bunch of other things, and then I start thinking about like my pregnancy and how it was like horrible. Like, I don't know, like postpartum depression is no joke, and I don't talk about it with anybody. Like, a lot of people, you know, see me as like a happy person every single time. Like, I'm always putting on a smile for like social media and my videos. I'm putting on a smile for everybody else because I don't want to spread my sad energy to anybody else, you know? But I feel like it's not talked about enough. If you have the support, if you have the village to help you with your baby, use it to your advantage. I don't know what I would do without the support that I have now, because I have all the support in the world and I still feel the way that I feel. So I can't even imagine what life would be like if I didn't have the support. And I salute the single moms that do this shit alone. I salute the moms that don't have a village and just do all this shit by themselves. Like, y'all are so strong, because a bitch is sad as fuck, bro. But I'm lucky to have the support that I have. Like, oh my God, bro.
But I just want to take it a little bit further. Being that you have these two sisters crying and complaining about this situation, a lot of us are going to sympathize with it, right? Well, at least a lot of women will sympathize with it. Oh, well, I understand it. But as I stated before, a lot of you women jump on here just to do it for clout. A lot of you women jump on here to complain about it, and I just honestly think a lot of this stuff juiced up by their personality and who they are as a person. Now, just going back to the first sister, you decided to jump on the internet and you decided to talk about your postpartum, and because, I mean, once again, there's been plenty of times where I woke up in the middle of the night thinking that it is a weekday and I'm about to get ready for school because I'm thinking I'm late, but the whole time it's a Saturday morning, and I'm like, oh man, I don't have school. But I'm just simply saying, pointing out that, hey, it happens. It happens to a lot of people. But you're going to then complain about it. And I get it. You want to talk about your experience, and you're then going to turn around and say, hey, well, this is just for the women who go through it. Nobody cares. I'm going to just be honest with you. Nobody cares, right? Nobody cares. We get that you go through it, right? But as the second sister said, you have your village. You need to have a freaking village. And the thing about it is the fact that the first sister is crying and complaining, and then you're going to throw your husband up under the bus. It's just mighty wild, right? Almost as if you're trying to say that your husband ain't really worth much, as if your husband ain't this, as if your husband ain't that. Now, and then here's the thing, right? Because we're going to then have women say, hey, well, you know what? Given that the fact that she is going through postpartum depression, she obviously wasn't aware of the situation, because postpartum depression, we're just going to air quote that, you got postpartum depression, so she forgot that. So, well, let's go ahead and get the father side of the story then. Let's go ahead and just talk to him. Like, did you see her walking out the house? Hey, bro, like, nah, I didn't see her walk out the dang house. I mean, let's get the father side of the story. Once again, we will always hear the woman's side of the story, but we'll never hear the father side of the story. We're so quick to say, oh, well, yeah, man, the man is messed up. Yeah, man, oh, well, the mother this, the mother that. I understand your pain. But yet you decided to have the first child, after the second child, after the third child, after the fourth child. What did you expect? Right? What did you expect? You kind of put this on yourself. And then when y'all look at the video of the baby father, and then y'all go look at her Instagram page, then y'all go look at her TikTok page, I don't know. Y'all men tell me, do y'all think this is a woman that you could wife?
The emotional state is different.
Feel like the emotional state of
The emotional state is different. If I'm dealing with 4 different children with 4 different emotions, 4 different challenges, 4 different needs, at least what you do is a lot. but at least you get to regulate your emotions by focusing on this one task.
Oh, one task, and
Your
the work
task is your job.
Okay, now listen. What you don't understand is that the job is what sponsors the family, right? The job. So without the job, right, our situation will be way different. That's premise one, and the second premise, right, is so you to understand that sure, today's situation, right, it just happened once. And you've been doing it right many times. Why not give yourself the benefit of the doubt and say, oh, at least, today is just an accident. So I've been doing it right many times. So I don't need to take it as though it's something so serious. All right? And the third premise, sure, whatever you're doing, taking care of the kids, it might be a little bit difficult, right?
Take care of the kids, the house, and look, you. I take care of you
last night,
too.
do you know when I went to bed? I worked 14 hours, right?
Yeah.
And I was knocked out. That's why I said, today you woke me up early morning. And now I still need to repeat the same cycle and need to work 14 hours again. So that's why I was expecting you at least, to wake me up around 7. But
so
when you woke up,
at 7, this baby wakes us up. You know how many times she woke me up through the night? All through the night, how many times she woke up because she got a cold?
Yeah.
So it's not, we can't, it's like,
yeah, well,
I just feel like we've reached our mental capacity and physical capacity.
No, it's not about
children.
that. No,
I feel like
me,
4 kids is enough.
For me, it's Abby, out. Put it down and out. Okay?
But I understand. I feel like I work 24/7. You work 14 hours, right? You get to sleep through the night. I still have to wake up.
That's what you think, right? You think, okay, you just work 14 hours. After that, you sleep through the night.
That's not what I'm saying.
But
I'm not saying just. I'm not minimizing what you do at all. I'm not minimizing it. I'm just telling you, to me, my mental state and my mental load goes through way more than yours do a day. I'm constantly fussing. Then I'm dealing with hearing crying. Then I'm dealing with a child that may not be obedient. Then I'm changing 3 diapers a day, making sure everybody eat, making sure you eat, making sure my house stays in order.
I just explained something to you, right? I said, sometimes it seems as though you're focusing on your weakness and your strengths, right? That's why I said, why not focus on the things you have been doing right for years? So, for example, taking that girl to school, right? You've been doing it for years, right? And today, just something that happened once. So why not say, look, this thing happened just once, so it doesn't matter. I've been doing it for many years. So we are human, right? Nobody's perfect. anybody can
I know,
can make
but
mistakes,
it's
right?
more than that.
So
it's more than
that's one. And the reason you are looking at this issue so huge or so big is because you are. I feel like you are just too hard on yourself. For me, if something like that happened, and things like that have happened in my life, right? Sometimes I really don't care about about the event. I'm like, oh man, this event happened. It's okay, right? It's a mistake.
But
it's simple as that. I don't need to filter my life. I don't need to filter my life and say, no, my life is so terrible. That's why events happen.
It's not. No. It's more than it was just me waking up with the mind state of, I gotta get her to school, to rush her to get to school, and doing all of that. It just made me emotional to go outside and do all that. Actually, honestly, no, I did not know. Having one child was very easy for me. Two children was okay. 3 children was like, yeah, okay, it's still cool. I guess I felt like that when I had my 3rd child because I had finally got a rhythm. My youngest was 2 years old. She was more independent. So, it didn't feel like I couldn't handle another one. If I felt like I couldn't handle another child, I would have not had another child. But having another child and it's you, then don't do that nasty stuff. Come on now. Then having my 2nd child, she was supposed to be in school and she had to get removed from school because of things going on with her behavior as far as ADHD. And then, my oldest has autism, and then just found out she have ADHD, then finding out I have ADHD, then it's just everything going on. It's added way more pressure to me than I've ever felt being a mom out of all these years. So this is not true. If I felt this, I never felt the way that I feel now that confirmed with me that I don't want to have no more kids until now. And that's honest to God true. And it's not because I love my kids, I love being a mother, but I just feel my max of overstimulation. I feel my max of all over the place. I feel like I'm
neglecting myself more than ever. My mental, my physical, everything. I feel like just a lot. And it's just different than other times. So that's not true.
Just looking at her page and just looking at how she is talking to her husband, the whole situation in of itself, just use your perception. You can just tell that, man, like, nah, but that's just not a favorable situation for anybody, for the man or the woman, right? The brother kind of does look a little slow. But once again, this is the man that she wanted to pick. I mean, and now I also have to question, are all 4 of those kids, do they belong to him? But as I stated, just go look at her page. You have all of these kids. This is what you chose. You chose that man. You sit up here, have all these kids. You have 4 kids. You decided to pick that man. Out of all the men that you could have picked, you picked that man. And then he's probably a good man too. So, I mean, once again, even if he is, why are you still throwing him up under the bus? Stay off the internet, right? But you didn't complain about that, man. Then when you just go surf your whole page, it's just like, man, like, I just can't take you for a woman, man, that is just serious about her living situation, her life. You're all about your TikTok views. Dude, is that somebody you want to make your wife? Right? Just look at her page. You're just, once again, your other sister who is just weaving and sandling. And then you want to make a video and saying, hey, well, you know what? I want to shout out to all the single mothers. Y'all strong, y'all this, y'all that. And you talking about your village. Okay, then shut up and get off of the phone. That's my issue with a lot of your women. They try to jump on the internet just so they can pretty much gain views, and they will always try to, once again, play victim or try to make it seem as, oh, well, woe was me, and throw the man up under the bus, the same man that they picked. And then on top of that, y'all having postpartum depression, but yeah, y'all choosing men that don't even want to be in a situation to help you. They don't even want to be in your lives to help you with your situation, be in your lives to help you, man, with the child that y'all both created. So a lot of this stuff is brought on by themselves because they chose this lifestyle. But that's my whole point. I just hate how a lot of your women like to throw men up under the bus, like to play victim, but then the whole time it's just like, I mean, just so they can gain some views, just so they can get some clout, just so they can throw a man up under the bus, just so they can get some sympathy. When you got many sisters out here who know how to control that. Oh, well, hey man, hey baby, I mean, I apologize, that I was just, that I just was hard to deal with this week, but yeah, like I said, it was postpartum depression. Like I said, I've just been working on it. I got you, babe. I got you. Sometimes it slip out. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. But a lot of these women try to hide behind this and try to use this as an excuse to try to disrespect and do what they want to do. There was a video of this chick, man, was riding around with her baby father going up to going to McDonald's, and he was making some little prank video, and she was just cussing him out, yelling at him. And you just had a bunch of sisters saying, you shouldn't be playing with no woman's food. You shouldn't be doing this. You shouldn't be doing that. People, this is a grown woman. These are grown women jumping on the internet, crying, yelling, complaining, doing all of this extra stuff. And you're only seeing it with sisters, man. You're only seeing it with sisters. Now, of course, it happens in other races, of course, but it's just funny that, like I said, you're just coming across all of these videos of sisters using postpartum depression as an excuse to continue their piss poor behavior, act the way that they act. And all I'm saying is the reason I bring up their pages is because it goes back further. Right? It goes back further. We're done just reacting to videos, automatically giving sympathy without looking at their past, because we're quick to look at other men's past. When we're quick to cancel somebody, especially a man, we're quick to go to the past, right? We're quick to go to the past when they come up. So when these women come up here on this internet crying about depression, postpartum depression, crying about being a victim and this and this and this, you always have to go on the page and you have to serve the type of person that they are, and it will tell you everything that you need to know about that video alone. Oh, you just another modern day chick, man, that's just looking for some clout, looking for some views. Another woman just looking to play victim. But y'all do me a huge favor, leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel. Y'all let me know down below, what do y'all think?